Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope it's fantastic. Who predicted Morocco would make it to the round of four? Anybody? I don't think anybody did. I don't think anybody on the planet did. That's just. Um, but I absolutely love when the underdogs win. I've always rooted for the underdogs. Um, and it was, when stuff like that happens, even though I said the other day I don't really care too much about the World Cup, I don't, but it's still always fun when you get to see the underdog just perform, way better than everybody expected. And to be fair, like, if you watch the match, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, Morocco played Spain today, and Morocco won in penalty kicks. So you go 90 minutes and then an extra 30 minutes and then penalty kicks. And Morocco held Spain off for that entire time. And I think that it was not so much a win on Morocco's part as a complete, absolute failing on Spain's part. Spain was the better team. And the stats, if you look at shot statistics and penalty kicks, or not penalty kicks, but corner kicks and all that sort of stuff, Spain should have won that game. They just didn't. And, they dominated the game. Morocco pulled ahead and then won it in penalty kicks. And that's just fun. It's fun time. It sucks for penalty kicks. Like, penalty kicks is still a thing that I don't necessarily enjoy. I wish there was a different way, but it's what we've got. And, when you play 120 minutes with two teams and nobody scores, or it's an even match, just at that point, who cares? Flip a coin. Like, who goes? But nobody, I don't think anybody predicted this. So that's always fun. I had a topic. But now I've talked for 2 minutes and I completely forgot what it was I wanted to talk about. I don't know. I did some work yesterday. I think I don't know if I mentioned. Yeah, I did mention that I needed to do some stuff, and I was feeling okay. It was like in the 50s yesterday, like 56, 57, somewhere around there. So after work, I went outside and cleaned up those leaves. It was just one bag of leaves. It wasn't a bag and a half. It was just one bag. And I took the porch furniture and brought it inside, and then I put out the Christmas lights, and I was pretty beat after that. It was, it wasn't a lot of work. I only put out lights, like, on my front porch railing. It's not like I got ladders out and hung lights and did a whole lot. It was really just, like, 2 strings of lights and a wreath that I put out. And I was pretty wiped after that. And I don't know if that's just part of being sick, or just laying on the couch for a week, or almost 2 weeks at this point. If laying on the couch for 10 days is that detrimental to activity, but it wore me out just to do those little tasks. So I took it easy for the rest of the day, and I'm taking it easy again today, just doing work stuff, and then we have a little concert tonight to go to for my youngest's last Christmas concert with middle school, and taking it easy for the rest of the week, basically. I have a few other things to do, but nothing major, and I don't have any massive, like, I have to really get this done kind of stuff going. Nothing pressing, so that's a good thing. Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, let's just go for it. This is a weird year for me for Christmas. I've had a lot of people ask me, what do I want, and it's always difficult for me to answer that question because I don't like the way that my brain works, or the way that I work, is that I'll typically want to do something and that will inform what I want. But lately it's been, I want to work on my side job, this side project. I have a laptop. There's nothing you can buy for me for that. I want to work in here. I have the stuff that I need. So all the stuff that I want is like $500 plus items, Like, I would love to have a new miter saw. I would kill to have a new bandsaw. I would love to have new appliances. My refrigerator has got, like, side by side. I don't need it. We have a freezer. I'd love to have an under fridge, pull out freezer. I'd love to have a new dishwasher. Mine's kind of broke. There's so like all of the things that I do are on the computer, and I already have it. I don't. Maybe video games. Video games would be the one thing that people could buy me, and I would eventually play it. Eventually. Like I'm playing this game right now, Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning, and I will probably put that down, and then it'll be a while. Like I have other stuff that I need to get done or that I want to do. I've only really been playing it because I'm sick, right? Like I just needed something to do that didn't require thought or energy. And so that was that. But it's really difficult for me to answer because, number one, like I said, my activities inform my purchases. On top of that, I'm no longer struggling. Like I'm way beyond struggling. I'm actually really good financially. Yep. I'm doing just great. And that's including like paying outrageous medical bills constantly for my kids and stuff. Like I'm still doing just fine. And so all of those items that I could ask somebody, I've already bought them. Like when I need it, I go buy it. When I could have probably had somebody order me these casters, but I want to do this project, so I'm just going to buy them. So it's like all the things that I have. I don't know. My sister asked me. I said I sent her a link to some sandpaper. Like, give me some sandpaper. I could always use that, I guess. I got to come up with something. I was thinking the other day that my kids have been asking me, and that one really bothered. Like, I don't want them to buy me anything. Make me something. Draw me a painting or whatever. Draw me a painting. I don't think that's how that works. Make a painting. Do some sort of craft. Like, do not spend money. But I thought maybe I would come up with something silly to tell them. Like, I want one pair of colorful socks or just something weird that they would be like, okay. Just so they could feel like they got me something that I wanted. But I have what I want. And the stuff that I really need to, like the stuff that I want to upgrade, I'll do that. I'm not going to ask somebody to buy me a $1,000 bandsaw. Don't do that. So it's a weird year. It's a weird year because I got it, Last year, I still had wants that were, I wasn't going to buy them myself. The router table stuff that M's parents got for me, the rip fence, or the miter gauge that I want. Like, there was still workshop, like, small enough purchases that I didn't feel like, okay, you can buy me this, you can buy me that. But I have all that now. I don't know. Fun times, right? It's been an interesting transition in my life over the last 5 years. And it's been almost 5 years ago that I met M. Okay, I'm going to go back to work. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is osmosis. It is a noun meaning a subtle and gradual assimilation of new knowledge based on one's proximity to another with greater knowledge. Just hanging out with Bob, who was an A student, seemed to help Vincent improve his grades as if he was learning what Bob knew through osmosis. Osmosis. O-S-M-O-S-I-S. I've often heard osmosis used in that manner, but isn't it also like a chemical term? And I don't really know that I understand how osmosis works or what it actually is.